Hey travelers, Mag, I, and Skeletor 10 here on day 15 of our trip across the United States. Now today is where the rubber really meets the road. We're going to attack Maine, head on for the DeLorme pages in the counties. We don't actually have that many counties to complete here, so it's really going to be a focus on the DeLorme pages. Today we're going to be heading through western rural Maine. We're going to be doing all the pages that are up here in the mountains and the forest area, and we may or may not have signal through half the day. So we're not going to have nearly as many virtuals and earth caches as we've had before, but we're still hoping to see quite a few pretty sights along the way on this scenic drive. Follow along with us on the map and see what's coming up next as we progress on our journey. Looking forward to seeing what Maine has in store for us. Come on, let's go check this thing out.
We greeted the day early and made it to Maine first thing. We received a warm welcome at the Visitors Center from our friend Smokey the Bear. Gosh, this sure is a beautiful lake. Where are we right now, though? Wait, what?
Crystal Lake. I think I've seen this movie before. As I recall, didn't really end well for anybody now, did it?
Enjoy your time at Crystal Lake, little buddy. I hope you don't have any midnight visitors. We stopped to fill up the tank and saw this guy staring down at us. We immediately knew we were in the place we wanted to be. Checked the map while walking around, and sure enough, there's an earth cache here. All you gotta do to find it is follow the sound of the rushing water. There's a community of people on the riverbank just waiting to greet you. Come in for a swim. The water's nice. And it really does look like a nice place to jump in, except for that little drop just on the other side of the bank. Well, let's see what it looks like down there. Oh yeah, this was definitely the right place to stop. Alright, let's grab a bite to eat and then go grab the next DeLorme page.
This presents a little bit of an unanticipated problem. This is the only good cache target that we have for this page. We are parked as close as we can get to it, and it appears it is right over there. So now, what to do?
Okay, this is not good. Look at that. Look at that.
Big hole?
No, look how I'm trying to put the stick down and the water's moving.
It definitely required sure footing to cross the river. The stones were slippery and loose in place. We used the stick to carefully check where each step would go, so that we might avoid taking a dip into the water. Just a few more steps now, and then we're going to be across this thing. Here we go.
He made it, right? How many?
30 feet.
Now you see why I wanted to cross down there. We'll return after these messages.
Do you often find yourself thinking about moose at the strangest times? Perhaps you just see moose in everyday places, or imagine them just around the bend. Then try moosey juice at the Looney Moose Cafe.
The valiant Mag returns from a successful cache hunt. His arms raised in victory. Halfway there. Looks like he's going to do it, folks. And
That's what it's all about.
After our adventure in the river, we were in for a scenic treat on a drive through the mountains. The car kept climbing up, and then suddenly we would find ourselves overlooking a beautiful lake. And then the car would climb up and up again, and then we'd find ourselves looking at an even more beautiful lake. These views are absolutely breathtaking up here. But all things that come up must eventually go back down. and we felt ourselves getting cool as we bared the weight of continuing the day, finishing up the last of our targets. We made the long haul up to page 38, passing through Rangeley, and we discovered that their downtown Main Street had several very cool items on display. Then we just needed to make our way to Bingham before nightfall. We found the sun setting on our first full day in Maine, and realized we'd have to say goodbye to a fantastic day out here. What a great start!
Well, travelers, that marks the end of a fantastic day spent in the southwest part of Maine. We actually stayed right on track with our target list today and ended up exactly where we wanted to be at the end of the day. We covered over 300 miles through the mountains and the forest, 11 pages and 4 counties while we toured the southwest part of the state. This is a very rural part of Maine. It's little small mountain towns with lots of drives along the river and scenic views all the way along the way. One of the best parts of the day when we stopped in Rumford. They had the beautiful waterfalls at the pull-off area, and we were able to get some homemade pulled pork sandwiches and potato salad at a roadside barbecue. It was definitely a high point for us. We also enjoyed the winding drives through Rangeley, where we got the best viewpoints out to the lakes. We can't wait to do this again tomorrow. We're going to be making our way north out of the rural part of Maine. We'll be driving towards civilization and the border of Canada tomorrow. The real question is are we going to make it back to real civilization and a real town by the end of the day? I guess you'll have to tune in to see. Like and subscribe to this video, and stay tuned. More updates coming at you as we continue through the state of Maine. See you out there on the trails.